are so sweet. Bless the staff of practitioners down on Phoenix.
That's nice.
Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
We're here Monday once again. My name's Paul,
My name's Bev.
and we're the Bev and Paul Hour. Oh, no, 25 minutes. You like my new video I put out there?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
That little girl.
I'm telling you,
That
that's
little girl, that's her father.
sweet.
And that was at Amity Drug Rehab Community, and the child and the father were being brought back together after he'd been in jail for a while. And
Wow.
they were doing Bio-Touch and learning how to touch one another.
I know, that's just precious. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, it really is.
I
So,
know.
okay, hello everyone. We have some fun things to share with you today, and the first thing is we had a holiday party.
We had a party on Saturday.
There we go, with great margaritas
Oh.
and our Christmas tree there,
Yeah.
and gift
Beautiful.
exchange.
Gift exchange.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun.
It was it was fun.
We appreciate
had a good time.
everybody who came. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you all next year for the next one, because we love doing our holiday parties.
Yeah, we do.
So we also did a awards that we always give out every year, and we have two people that we would like to honor again today. And there they are.
There they are.
Tell us about the first one, the Self-Awareness Award.
Well, the Self-Awareness Award this year went to Sharilyn Powelson, a staff member, and it was really my pleasure to present that to her on our behalf, because she's really stepped up this year. Yeah,
Yeah, she's really grown quite a lot.
she has.
What we say, she actually renewed her lease on her apartment. She
Yeah.
stayed for 2 years in one place.
Right. And you know, I made mention Saturday night, she's always talking about how much she has received from Bio-Touch, but we wanted to let her know how much she has given to Bio-Touch in the last year. So
So that was the Self-Awareness Award,
Yeah.
went to her, and on the other photo there we have Lemly.
Lemly.
She was the Volunteer of the Year.
Yes, and rightly so.
Yes,
Yeah.
she has just stepped up to the plate, been with us a couple years now, has stepped up, as we joked about it, does everything Nobu tells her to do.
I know. And does it well,
Yeah,
might I
does it
say.
well. So again, we want to thank both Anne and Sharilyn for being such a big part of the
Oh.
organization.
So thankful for them. Yeah.
And it was nice to present them with the awards. Everyone had a good time
Yeah.
with that part of it. So we have the DreamCatcher again this week.
Yeah, we do.
So why don't you tell us a little about the DreamCatcher again?
Well, today's kind of interesting
Yeah.
because on 12/12/12, the DreamCatcher vision that belonged to Lorraine Mills came into being. This co-creative effort to, it's just about connectedness. It's a global thought. But today is 12/12.
It is.
So 4 years ago. And we are very honored to have it in our center. And tell us what happens.
Right, and Lorraine's actually doing a little ceremony today. I think she might come to the center at 12:12 this afternoon
Very appropriate.
and celebrate the DreamCatcher. And so she will be honoring the center of our DreamCatcher. The drum roll has begun.
Oh, who is it?
Debra!
Gosh! Oh, Debra!
Yes, she'll be so happy to see herself in the center of the DreamCatcher.
It's so appropriate, isn't it? Appropriate.
Because it's been a year since the publication of the book.
Debra's the author of our book.
There's the book.
There it is.
Bio-Touch Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips. And Debra, for the second year now. We move into our second year. And congratulations, Debra.
Yeah.
So we would, I think what we should do is maybe read a little bit from the book.
Okay.
And then build from that. So why don't you get the book out there?
Sure.
And again, here's the book.
Here it is.
It's on the shelves. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on your Kindle. And we're going to read a little quote that was given to us by
Dr. Bill Gallagher, who is a great friend of ours and just really supports Bio-Touch. And this is from the foreword. And
No, actually, it's just a quote.
just a quote. That's true. I'm sorry. Just a quote from Dr. Bill Gallagher. The story about Bio-Touch is one that needed to be told, and Debra Schildhouse is the perfect storyteller to do that job. This simple, gentle, and loving technique has touched so many lives, and this book will touch so many more. Understanding Paul Buckey's journey will help you to understand why anyone walking into the BioTouch Center feels loved, and everyone walking out feels better.
Wow.
I know.
There's a lot in that one.
That's a lot in that one, but I know he meant what he said.
Right.
He's, like I said, he's been a great supporter of BioTouch, and he's a...
So what do you think he meant by the gentleness? How do we relate that to BioTouch?
Oh, well, the gentleness in BioTouch comes from maybe not so much a classic thought about that, but what BioTouch offers each of us is it's a gentleness that when we are in the presence of another, we're allowed to honor the other's presence, and then the touch itself is an extension of that gentleness, that light, loving touch. It just, the whole interaction, the whole relationship between the recipient and the practitioner becomes just honorable. It's a gentle presence that each have the opportunity to exchange, and it's an appropriate word, gentleness.
Right, and it's always just reaching out and touching someone with those two fingers that lightly reminds us on how gentle we can be with one another.
We can be.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And I think the book really portrays that Debra wrote. It's her gentle journey, even with all of our emotional ups and downs. Treating each other gently, treating ourselves gently. Not judging ourselves all the time.
It's interesting because we are hearing different dialogues about old thought forms that we've all held for a long time, and it's a global dialogue. And some of those things that are changing are showing us that we're beginning to think differently about ourselves and about our connection with each other. As we know, one of those is our perception of giving and receiving. That's changing. Those paradigms it's beautiful.
And that's what's nice about with BioTouch is it's a gift that we all possess, and the best way to know that you possess it is to give it away. And when you do that touch with one another, it's in that giving that we learn what we really have, that we have gentleness, that we have love for one another, that we really don't judge. When we're in that, just doing a couple of sets of points, and we'll teach some more today, that gentleness just starts to permeate throughout our whole being.
Yeah, you know what happens? This is really how I feel about BioTouch when you're talking about the gift. The BioTouch lets us know that we are the gift.
Right.
We're the gift bearers. And BioTouch is the perfect medium for that to happen, because every single person in this world, it's already inherent in each of us. It's just waiting to be unlocked. It's already there.
And so we're asking you out there to unlock that gift in you.
Yeah.
And start touching one another.
Oh.
You can do it in front of the TV, you can do it at a party, you can do it at the theater, you can do it, it doesn't matter, you can do it in the bar, you can do it at the holiday parties.
And seriously, the gift means that at any moment when it is required or needed, you have a tool to help someone. It's not, well, hang on, let me, you can just step right in there with those two fingers.
It reminds me of a party that I was at, and a woman, it was a formal party, and the woman had eaten some shellfish and started to have an allergy reaction.
Oh, no.
And so her husband immediately runs out to the car to get the Benadryl or whatever, and I said, well, I have this technique for it. I have no idea how I got to the point. I had to get through her dress.
You're good.
And by the time he came back, after just doing the allergy points, Her swelling had gone down. She could breathe, and she didn't have to take the medication. So that gift is available all the time in all
That's a powerful
settings.
story.
Yeah.
It really is.
And so we just hope you'll want to learn how to do it. One of the things Bill talked about was Paul Bucky's story. And so I was looking through, let me find it here. Here it is here, where the story began. There's where it began.
Wow. Right.
I love looking at that
I
picture.
know.
That's
And to the left is what, the creek that you bathe with the beavers,
The creek where I bathed with the beavers, and the outhouse is to the left.
Wow.
And we had actually rebuilt that. That was built in 1890s.
Oh,
the
my.
stone part of that, and we built the new roof.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where I began my journey of living out on the land and enjoying a nice simple life. And then I had to move into this town called Mancos, Colorado, and I got this back problem. And then I met this man who was a mining engineer, burly ex-Navy guy, big burly chest, rolled up sleeves, cigarettes, grooming clean, whoops, I walked
Not
into...
your idea.
Not my
typical
healer. And
right.
Took me into his house. It was inundated with smoke. He was a chain smoker, a chain coffee drinker.
Wow.
But that's where I met that old man that said Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley. And
That's
so
what happens.
Yeah, and that journey is all written in the book. There's much more to the tale.
It's an amazing story, Paul.
And actually I had a recipient who just said that he brought her father in, and he's a horseshoer, and he came in, and it was sort of like, well, what is this stuff? But he left a nice contribution, and he took a book. And she told me that 24 hours later he had finished the book. Really? Yeah. And he really liked it, and thought that Debra did a really good job writing that book.
Anybody who reads that book knows that Debra did an amazing job on writing that.
So again, check out the book.
Yeah.
Oops, that's the manual.
Yeah.
We want the book. There's the book.
There's the book.
Get it online, get it at our website, and join us in a wonderful journey.
Hey, speaking of the book, real quick, tell everybody about Debra and her husband Howard. They just got back from a cruise.
Cruise, right?
And what happened with the book on that?
Yeah,
ship?
well, on the cruise, they have a library, and you can always put a book there. And some people, and they used to go to the different cruises, and they'd leave like 3 or 4 books, and they'd always notice a book was gone, so they'd leave another one.
Right.
Well, this particular cruise, there's this S, I think, is put on the book, and that means it has to stay on the ship. And only the captain, I guess, gets to choose which books do that. And so on this particular Princess Cruise or something that goes to Hawaii, there's an S on the book, and so that will stay on the ship, and lots of people will get to read it.
It is in the library all the time. I think that's awesome.
So it's getting around the world.
Yeah.
The German translation will be out in spring of next year.
Wow, that's going to be great.
So we're really excited about that.
I know.
So now we're going to teach a little bit in our manual. Here's the manual, and today we're going to show again how to do the stress points. So let's click that on here for you. The stress set may be used to address any manifestation of physical, emotional, or mental stress, as well as anxiety and shingles. Hold at X, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone. It is the same as greeting point 1. Then with the other hand touch points 1 and 2, which are the same points as in the heart set. These points are found by imagining a line running from the notch at the top of the breastbone to a place on the left breast where the nipple would be on a youth. Divide this imaginary line into thirds. Point 1 is at the top of the first third. Point 2 is at the top of the second third. These points may be touched repeatedly, and remember to touch each point for at least 6 to 8 seconds. Oh, I'm relaxed just watching it.
That is such a simple 2 points.
2 points.
And an amazing, effective 2 points.
Yes, and you can do that anywhere, and we just did that just before the show even, and it's just it doesn't matter what the stress is. Your mind could be running. You could have pain, stress, emotional stress. I always like to show the stress cycle that Kenneth showed us.
Yes. And
where you have all the stressors in our life above, and we could put holiday cheer in there. Just thinking about what I want to get Mom.
Right.
And then we put BioTouch right in the middle of that, and we stop, the dysregulation of our immune system, the dysregulation of our cortisol levels.
Right.
And we can start living a happy, healthy life.
As she says in her book, having BioTouch just once a week improves the quality of your health.
Right.
Yep.
So we encourage you to just reach out with these two fingers and touch. Do the greeting. And do the stress set, and just see what happens. I mean, you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose, and we have a great website. That has, you have access to all of it online.
Yeah, justtouch.com, and you can actually download the first 10 pages. Doesn't cost you anything. Give us your email; it'll be sent to you. You can become a member, and let's talk about the membership. Give the gift of love.
Give the gift of love. Give an $18 membership in somebody's name and give them the gift.
Right, and we give you a card to send to them, or we can send it to them, and there's a little piece of paper in there to tell them how to activate their membership. And besides just giving them, it'll give them the manual they can put on their computer. It's actually supporting the work of getting BioTouch out to humanity.
That's
to get this into
doing.
Every home, yes.
You're becoming a part of that.
Yeah.
You get to become a part of a global revolution.
Yes.
And it's a revolution of love.
So, you can go online. Right on the front page is Give the Gift of Love, and you can press that to give the membership to someone.
Right.
And, we would really love to have your participation, especially in the end of the year when you're looking for a organization to contribute to. I get millions of those every day.
I know.
It's hard to choose which ones.
It is. But you know what? I think that we are a worthwhile cause.
Yes.
Because we're here, we're doing this show, and we're working on behalf of humanity.
Yes.
Because BioTouch is a gift to humanity.
And it works everywhere.
Yep.
Any language, any social belief system, political system, economic system.
Breaks down all the barriers.
Breaks down the barriers.
It
so
does.
We're really grateful to offer this to you all. And I think we've pretty much come to another Monday with Bev and Paul. It just whizzes by.
It really does, doesn't it? It goes very quickly.
And this time we got all of our stuff together. We had the mic was working.
I'm so proud of you.
A couple of little glitches in which screen we wanted to show, but you were proud of me?
I am.
Wow, thanks, Bev.
I know. Yeah.
So anyhow, that's another great week. Another great Monday. We'll see you next Monday.
Yes,
so this is Paul.
And this is Bev.
And we'll see you all next week.
Next week. Have a great week.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
From all around to the sun, they come here every day. They do a lot of touching, and they do it without pay. They all do it gladly, because they are so sweet. Bless the staff